1 Corinthians 2:16, for who has known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. What is God saying here? He's saying that we get to take on his way of thinking. We have the mind of Christ, meaning how Christ is thinking is how I get to think. But notice how I said I have to think that way. I get to think that way. It is an offer that the Lord has given unto us. But if we don't lay down our way of thinking and renew our mind, then we don't get to think the thoughts of God. And thinking the thoughts of God is how you access all of God, because you have to think it, to act it out, to speak it out. Everything is running through our mind. And this is the importance of having a renewed mind, because if we have an unrenewed mind, we will side with the flesh. But if we have a renewed mind, we will side with the Spirit. And that's what we're supposed to live out of, the Spirit. Having a renewed mind means laying down your way of thinking and taking on God's thoughts. Well, how do we take on God's thoughts? He tells us right here, we have the mind of Christ. We have to speak that over ourselves, and we have to declare it. Lay down your way of thinking, because your way of thinking will only lead to destruction, because you are a mere man. Why wouldn't you want to take on God's way of thinking, the heavenly way of thinking, the divine way of thinking? You would be quite foolish to deny the invitation to think like God. That is a foolish man's thoughts. That's a foolish man's actions. So take on the mind of Christ, because God has offered it unto you, and lay down your way of thinking and take on his.